Beautiful. I am surrounded by the most courageous women, and you're counted in that number. I want you to know Marcy, who retired a while back, had worked for the U.S. Post Office as a supervisor for many years, over 30 years, I think. And she retired and moved here and went to back to school, sort of like me, and for accounting. But her passion was music. How many of you know sometimes we're on one road and we have the courage then to change roads? And this is her very first performance. So, yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. So, I just want to tell you all a little bit about me. And so, my story is very important to why we are here. And I believe that I am a mirror in the world. I'm here to show and mirror back to people their brilliance, their beauty, their abilities, their power. And for those who have had very traumatic experiences in life, as I go through mine, you're going to understand. I am a witness that no matter what you have been through in life, you can live anew. So, very quickly about my story, I'm not going to go into all the detail. If you read some of the email, you know. Yes, I only got a few minutes. Danny is my timekeeper. She's going to keep me on schedule today. Thank you, Danny. So I'm going to give you the short version. My husband and I were married 30 years, and we had visited the islands about 8 times, and this was home from the second I landed. And I never wanted to go back. I always wanted to stay. So he said, one of these days we'll retire and make it happen. So I had gone blind in my right eye and stopped working, and it's like, okay, this is a perfect time. So the end of 2017, he went into the hospital for an elective surgery. They committed a medical error, which left him fighting for his life. They had to put him in a coma, and he lived for 3 months. The reason he lived that long is because he didn't want to leave me. He didn't. And one night he called me to his bed. Was in the hospital the full 3 months. And he said, listen, if I don't make it, I'm like, no, no, not listening to that. You've been okay this long. We're going to make it and you'll be all right. He said, listen, if I don't make it, some things I need you to do. Number one, I need you to go home to Hawaii. Don't worry where you're going to live, what you're going to do, who your family, just go. I will provide the best family, the best friends for you. I'm like, I don't like people. I'm not a peopler. I don't need people. I want to sit on the beach with a blue Hawaiian and just chill out. He said, no, second thing I want you to do is I want you to go back to school and go all the way to get your PhD. I said, okay, you're crazy. I had all of my life as I was growing up as a little girl, I wanted to get my PhD in psychology. And that's all I wanted to do my first semester in college. I got pregnant and dropped out. And I tried to go back to school 6 times. I only got about 18 credits. By the time I was 35, that PhD dream was sitting on the shelf back, never was going to be pulled out. He said, no, you're going to pull that out. I said, I'm 60 years old. I'm blind. My knee is all messed up. I hate math and science. I've got 18 credits towards an AA. And you think I'm about to go to school all the way for my PhD. He said, yes, not only are you going to do it, you're going to do it with honors. Then he said, I want you to write the books. I want you to speak. I want you to share what we have been through. I want you to share about soul healing. And as I get into my story later, you'll understand. And I made him the promise because I didn't think I was going to have to keep it. I didn't. 10 days later, he died. And I came home healed. My mom passed away the same day I got here, so I was a mess for about a whole year. And then guess what I did? I got up. Was it easy? No. But I got up. Guess what I did? Moved. I was on Hawaii, Big Island first. Moved over here, enrolled in Maui, completed my AA in 1 year. Manoa, graduated, dual BAs. While I was here, honor roll every year. Manoa, dual degrees, cum laude. Who said it? He said it. I worked to do it. And my story was so inspirational, they chose me to give the commencement address. 10,000 people stood up and gave me a standing ovation. And as I was walking out trying to get to my family and friends, I know I've gone over my minute, I'm getting ready to get up. As I was making my way to where my family and friends, so many of them came to celebrate with me. People coming up to me, students, adults, teachers, professors. You made me believe again. I saw you do it, and I know I can too. Women coming up and say, I'm 60, but I said, you got this. Young kids with degrees, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life, but you made me believe. So that is the power of us. That's the power of you. Was it easy to do all of those things I did? No, I was carrying 6 classes through some of those terms. I graduated in 2 years what it takes 3, because I was determined. So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna get into it. All right, let's do it. Thank you to the most amazing people. Tishri right here got she got it up. So thank you, Tishri. They had to go through some things. And Carrie, raise your hand, Carrie. Yep. That's my Hanai daughter. Yep, they got it working. All right. Well, we're going to get ready to, I'm getting ready to get laid. Yeah? How many of y'all like to get laid? Oh, thank you so much. I got a lot of it to move around. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Love you. This is Danny. Danny and I were students together at Manoa. She is one of the most brilliant people I've ever met in my life. It has been, going back to school wasn't just going to get a degree. It was the fellowship and the relationships. She mentored me, I mentored her. Yep. It's amazing when you have, my cousin, where's my cousin? She has a nonprofit called Circles Matter, right? Circles Matter. They do. Thank you. I appreciate you, sweetie. You guys can get to meet all of the Soul Dope team. I appreciate them so much. So I think I'm gonna get started, and if we could go back a little bit to that sexy man. No, back a little bit more. I want to go to, yes. Oh, I need the mic. Thank you. Thank you, Tori. They're gonna keep me on track. I want to go back to a picture that is of me and right there. Look at that cute little girl. The picture is 60-something years old, so, but I want to start my story here. And I'm going to talk about a couple of things. Danny, could you do me a favor, sweetheart? And my little circles, if you could stand them, they're right over here. I put them behind the banner stand. And if you could just put them right here, because I'm going to need to talk to them. Move this back a little bit. Yeah, I want, where's the black one? I want that one on that side. on the, put it where it kind of stands up. There we go. Yep. Then I want that one next. Yep. And those two. Yep. I'm a teacher, so you guys know teachers like lessons, right? So one of the things in the recreating the life you really want, I know what this means personally. So I'm going to share very quickly some very intimate details of my life. And I do it because it's helpful, number one. It helped me connect dots. Um, but it's also important that as you today begin to listen to those stories, that you see if you find yourself in there, where you can connect dots for yourself. One of the reasons why it is vitally important is because, as I said, I did not like people. And when my husband said, write the books, tell the stories that we journeyed through, soul healing to the world. And I was like, nope, don't want that.